This is part 2 of my series around Lake Bloomington. We're going to be going counterclockwise around the lake. We'll start here at the four-way stop at the corner of Green Gables here. You see that green single-story structure across the street there. It's a great place that's just a few miles from my house that you can go and get a great cheeseburger, and there's a little grocery store in there. It's just kind of a small place for the people that live at the lake to stock up on a few items in case they run out of stuff. So off we go. We'll mostly see on the ride around the lake here, being as we're going counterclockwise, you're going to see fields on the right and the lake will be on the left. Most of the houses and stuff will be on the left. A lot of the mile per hour limits, I think it's 20-25 mile an hour through here. Some of it gets up to 55, some of it 45, and then on the backside you'll get into some turns and twisties that'll go 20 mile an hour. Okay, if any of you watch my inner loop video, you'll notice that we're coming up on the intersection here that starts the inner loop. If you go straight, that's the route that I took with that moto vlog. So, but we're going to go right and go all the way around the lake instead of just a little loop inside of it. So, one of the things that I wanted to talk about today was wearing your gear. ATGAT is ATGATT, which is an acronym for all the gear all the time. When you're out riding, even if you're on a scooter, I'm running on a scooter here, and people think, oh, scooters, you don't need to wear the gear, they're slow and blah blah, and this and that and the other. There's a multitude of reasons that people have not to wear their gear, but fact is that you need to be wearing your gear all the time. And if you look at me on this ride, you'll notice that when I look down at my Speedo once or twice here, you'll see that I'm not wearing all my gear, and that's because I haven't saved enough money to get all my gear yet. Truth be told, gear is expensive, and it takes a while to save up for it. So I do have a few things which I'll be going over for you or with you here, but all the gear all the time is a thing that everybody should be doing. It's they got a website. It's atgatt.org, and it's a single page, and it just kind of explains about what you need to be wearing and taking into consideration for when you're going out riding. And this is not only for riding your scooter, but it's for riding motorcycles, touring, dirt riding, snowmobiling, stuff like that. So, and the main things that they're talking about are helmets, jackets, pants, gloves, and boots. Right now I have a couple of those items. I bought a helmet when I bought my scooter, so I got that. Shortly after that, when I got my license to ride, I got my jacket and a pair of gloves at the same time. I quickly found out that the gloves that I bought were pretty much inadequate, so I went and got another pair of gloves. Right now, I've been looking at pants and trying to figure out what kind of pants I want. One of the things that people don't like about all the gear all the time is the fact that you got to wear this stuff, and when you get to where you're going, I mean, it's fine when you're riding, but when you get to go where you're going, you get pretty hot pretty quick, especially in the summer, because you know, you're basically talking about putting on winter clothes type stuff for riding. And then when you're out on a 90-degree day and the wind's blowing at you, you know, because you're going 50 mile an hour down the road, that's all fine and dandy. But when you stop at a store or wherever you're going and the wind stops blowing, you get pretty hot pretty quick. So that's a consideration that a lot of people use, that say, well, I don't want to wear my stuff because it's too hot. Well, phooey on that. You'll see here along this ride why I'm talking about all the gear all the time on this. The last time I was out on this road, I saw 3 different sets of deer out on this road around the lake here. And as beautiful as they were, you know, it's nice to see deer in nature, but if you hit one, you're gonna have a bad day, and if you don't have your gear on, you're gonna have an even worse day. It don't take much. Like, look at that right there. There's a squirrel, and he was luckily running away from me. So that's incident number 1 in this. I think it's maybe an 8-mile trip, 8 to 10 mile trip around the lake here. So. But if you don't have your gear on and you hit a squirrel like that, if you don't go down, it's gonna scare the crap out of you. And but if you do go down, you need to have your gear on. So what? And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's every time I look down at my Speedo, but I look down the Speedo and there's another one. So that's squirrel number 2, and that was within what, maybe a quarter mile, half mile of each other. So. But anyway, back to the thing at hand here. I got me a pair of gloves, and they were the Cortex DX2s, and they were okay. But I found quickly that I needed to get another pair of gloves, and so I got a second pair of gloves, and they're working out much better for me. Now, the jacket that I have now is a Tourmaster Transition 3 jacket. It's a 3/4 season jacket. I've been wearing it this first summer, trying to figure out if at first it got really hot when it started getting warm out. Hey, look, and break. Jesus, there's another one. But if you look at this one, I think that's a beaver. That thing might have just flipped me over if I'd have hit him. And if you looked at the camera actually went tugged down, because I had a pretty good tug on the brake to get that thing stopped. So I'm just glad there was nobody behind me. I mean, you don't even have time to check in these situations, people. So having your gear is really important. But back to the jacket. It's a high-vis jacket, and it's got reflectivity on it. It's a 3/4 season. It's made of 600 denier cloth, which is the rough and tough. It's pretty heavyweight. It's got cargo pockets on the front. It's got lots of zippers and everything on it. It's got some sort of, I don't know, they trademark some name for airflow or whatever, but it's got zippers down the sleeves and down the front and across the back that let the air flow through it. And even on these hot summer days, I found that the jacket works really well. Now, if I put it on and go stand outside and am not riding around, I get pretty hot in it pretty quick. So, but the good thing is I've got the liner taken out of it, so I think that even in the winter, as long as the roads are nice, I may be able to even ride my scooter late into the fall and very early into the spring, so that'll be good for me. So the next item I have is the Cortec DX2 gloves that I got. Now these things, I got these at the same time that I got my jacket from the same vendor. It was a online place called Revzilla.com. Very good prices as far as I was concerned. But I quickly found out that these gloves were nothing more than wind protection, and that was about it. It's got the TPR on the knuckles and the top of the hand there, but realistically, when I got these gloves on, and they fit well, but when I got these gloves on, I started riding with them and looking at them a little closer, and I'm like, are these really going to be doing anything for me? Because that TPR that's on the knuckles there, it's not that thick, and even though it's not going to melt, it's going to burn off pretty quick if I was to hit the ground. So I decided to get something a little different, and started looking around and thought, hey, I heard one of these guys on the forums that I frequent, he had got some gloves at Walmart, and I'm like, Walmart? They don't sell motorcycle gloves at Walmart. But that got me thinking, and I got to looking around, and I'm like, well, I know I've always wanted a pair of mechanics wear gloves, and I started looking at the mechanics wear website, and they offer some military grade type gloves that have what the high-end riding gloves have, and that's the Kevlar knuckle protection on your first knuckles after your wrist there. So I got to looking at those, and I ordered a pair of those off of Amazon for about half the price of what you would pay if you went to get a pair of motorcycle gloves, and I've been very happy with them. They're the Mechanics Wear Impact 3 gloves. They're made for military people. If you go to their website and look at them, I think they list for $45 or something like that, but I ended up getting them off of Amazon, shipped for free to me with a rain suit that I ordered for $31 for the gloves. So, I mean, you can't beat that with the knuckle protection that it has on it. I've got a couple pictures here. I'll show you the inside of the gloves here too. So it's got dual layer on there. They fit well. I got large for me, and I'm real happy with it. So that's pretty much what I'm looking at. I need to get, like I said, I need to get my pants, and I'm looking at an overpant because I mostly drive to work, and I need to be able to take the pants off and be able to get right to work without having to be going through the change and all that. It's a matter of convenience for me, and I think that is it for a lot of people, and why they don't wear their gear is because the convenience factor is just not there. So I got to get some boots, and I got to get some pants, and when I do, I'll let you know about that. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and happy riding. And don't forget, go Tigers!